Hi everyone, I welcome all the divine souls on my YouTube channel, which is Twin Flame Realities. And now, as I'm guided to share my own story, beginning from my childhood, and it all has reasons, so that it will help you for in your journey. So now keep listening, as every video is important. So how was my childhood? So since my childhood, I was always given a luxurious, abundant lifestyle. So if I talk about clothings, I used to have designer clothes, stylish clothes since my childhood, and whatever it was in trend those time. So I used to have those, and I never asked for it. It was always given, and parents always allowed me to, or it was their choice for me to wear western clothes only. And what happened once, I was in 6th standard, probably maybe I was 7 or 8 years of age. It was a festival time, it was Diwali in India, and I went for a shopping with my mother, and I decided to buy ethnic that day, which was like suit salwar. And then so when I went to the market, there I said I want to buy ethnic. So my mother denied. She said no, and I did not ask her again. I only took what she wanted me to wear. It was those skirts and top. So we came back to home, and then my mother started telling to my father that she was asking to wear to buy ethnic. So my father said, who why would you wear black, and that too ethnic, like Muslims? So in India or in my neighborhood, we saw that generally Muslims were wearing ethnic attire, like suit salwar. So my father said, like you will not wear suit salwar like Muslims, that too black color. And asking for a reason, this black color, I only used to wear black and brown color during my childhood. I don't remember I ever wore any other color. So that was one incident I remember. They both said no to wear ethnic when I was in 6th standard. But when I was in 9th standard, all of a sudden my father said, now make her wear ethnic. And then my mother also said, yeah, make her wear ethnic. So I looked at both of them, then I questioned that why should I wear ethnic now? So father said, now you have grown up, you are no more a kid, and you should wear ethnic. So I said, I am wearing proper clothes, like full sleeve shirts, loose shirts and pants. I even do not wear shorts or cut sleeves clothes. So why should I wear ethnic? They didn't had any reason, any reply, so they both remained silent. I remembered what dialogue they gave me when I asked for ethnic. So for me, this was a controlling tactic, I thought, and I decided not to wear ethnic. But till that time, I was turned on tomboy, because of a lot of facing lot of eve teasing through boys, and lot of people used to stare at me. And my understanding and thought was, because I am a female, that is why people are always staring at me. And boys are all about eve teasing, and because I am a physical beauty, so I decided to hide myself. I wanted people not to look me, as because I'm a female or I look like a female. So what I did, I started remaining as a tomboy. I cutted my hairs like boys, and started wearing loose shirts and pants, so that people don't look at me that I'm a physical beauty. So yeah, I did a lot of things to hide myself, and especially a physical beauty. And so this was one incident. There is another story attached to it, which I'll share in another video. If I talk about my eating habits, I used to eat simple food, like simple food like sattvic food, and even that to add extreme. So as we cook, we in India, we definitely add cumin seeds, coriander in pulses and in vegetable. So I used to remove that. I will not eat that if you add it in my food. So my mother used to do one thing. Whenever she used to cook, she separate my food, apart from these, so she had to separately cook for me, I would say. And once I remember, I was 4 or 5, and I come from a Rajput family wherein people eat non-veg. So it was cooked at my home, and my mother was forcing me to eat it. So I denied, and I was she slapped me thrice or fourth time, I remember. I denied. I did not eat non-veg. So when she was tired of beating me because I was not eating non-veg, then she stopped. I did not eat food that night, and then I don't remember the reason. All of a sudden, they stopped, cooking non-veg at home, and even they stopped eating non-veg. And then since then, nobody eats non-veg or eggs in my home. And then that was one incident. And if I talk about, okay, so I also had a habit of not drinking water from anybody's glass or a bottle. So during my school days, what used to happen, like, as there are a lot of kids, when we eat our lunch or breakfast, they used to take a bite. Okay, I'm sorry guys for this background noise. So whenever any of the school girl used to put their hands in my food, be it lunch or breakfast, I used to leave that food then and there itself. I will not eat it if somebody took a bite from my food, because they have put their hands in that. So I what I used to do whenever they used to do this habit, that taking bite from my food, so I used to tell them, oh, I'm not in a mood of eating food, I'm having stomach ache, so you can eat this food. So I always used to skip my lunch and breakfast because of these reasons. So as if I started and I just took a bite, and then another person came and then started eating from my tiffin, from my lunch box. So this was one of the reasons that I had to skip my meals. And then what happened that okay, so, and if I forgot to take my water bottle, then I will not drink till the time I was in school. I had a habit of not drinking water from others bottle, even from the facility which was available in the school. This was my habit. So I used to remain thirsty, but I will not drink water from anybody's bottle. And if somebody drink water from my bottle, I will not use that bottle again. That was my habit since my childhood. So another habit I had, I used to wash my own clothes since my childhood. When I was in 6th standard, I don't know why, but then I always denied my mother not to wash my clothes. Otherwise, I will wash it again and then I will wear it. So she did not stop it, and this continued for so many years. And then after so many years, she stopped it. I told her, like, it is only your efforts you are wasting, like electricity, detergent. Why do you wash it when I'm not gonna wear it until I myself wash it? So I used to wash my own uniform, even though many times I remember I used to wear uniform when it was not even proper dry. So had these habits, yeah, which was weird for me too also, but then had it. Another habit I had, if somebody cuts fruits and then giving it to me, I will not eat it. That was for sure. So I was not eating fruits and green vegetables during my childhood. And then what happened, during school days, I was in, I guess, 9th standard. Once my class teacher, okay, so my mother complained to my class teacher that sorry guys, that I do not I fall sick because I do not eat food properly, and I do not eat it on time, and then I escape it. So once I had an argument with my class teacher, so she took it on her ego. It had a big, it became a big blunder on that day. I'll share it in another video. So when my mother complained to my class teacher that she doesn't eat these food and doesn't drink milk, so what she said, like, send her a tiffin box with breakfast and lunch, and she will eat in front of me in the class itself. So I said I will not eat it. So she said, if you don't if you do drama no, for not eating breakfast and lunch, then I will also ask your mother to send me your bottle of milk which you will drink inside the class. So I thought it will be a lot of insult for me that I have to drink milk inside the class. Then I started eating. Okay, then I asked my mother to get me the fruits which should not be cut by her. So yeah, I started doing that. And then another habit, okay, so I have always been a stubborn child. What was happening that I come from a Rajput family who has lot of restrictions about about females. So women's will always follow what masculines have said. They will never raise their voice. So there was an incident when I used to visit my village, which was in UP in India, and it was summer vacation for generally for 2 months, which was again a long time. So I saw there were men who were eating food. It was a dinner time, and there was a lady who said, like, she wants to go to washroom, which was outside the house. So one of the ladies said, no, you cannot go, you have to hold it back, because these are masculines who are eating food, and until they finish you cannot go. I saw her, I heard this, And then I decided, no, I will break this rule right now. So what I said, I want to go to washroom now. And a lot of female looked at me. Everybody said, okay, let her go. She's a kid. Nobody would say anything because she's a small kid and she has come from outside. Let her go. I went. Everybody started looking at me. Why? Because the young children, especially females, they were also following those rules. So I decided to break it intentionally, and I did that. I don't know why, but I did. Okay. So another reason that women's female child were not allowed to study, and of course not allowed to work like job or business, you forget about. And so I was also, put at those restrictions, but I was staying in a metro city. So parents started sending me school because I wanted to go to school. It was my choice, or I had this, that I want to go to school. So she sent me, but then since I was in 6th standard, they started me to, stop from doing my studies. So what happened that, okay, so there was the biggest problem was that, in my family, in my generation, children were getting married during, they were like, 5 years of age or 6 years of age. So this was a trend in the family. It was sort of culture that children will get married, at this age. So I was under a lot of pressure when I was 4 or 5 years. There were a lot of, neighbors, relatives who used to visit our family, and then they say, oh, you can, I have a son and your girl child can be married to my son. Okay. And then I used to listen this when I was 4 or 5 years of age. It was quite frequent statement I used to hear from people. Then when I used to divert the mind of my karmic parents, no, right now I want to focus on my studies. And then all of a sudden these relatives who used to visit us, from UP, they used to remind, oh, you haven't seen a guy for her, why is she not married right now, you should look for a guy. And then they started looking for a guy. I have faced a lot of pressure and challenges for marriage. Okay. And I decided not to get married. There were a lot of reasons that I didn't want to get married. And I have been a stubborn child. And so when it comes about, eating habits, clothing, lifestyle, everything was okay. There was no problem. But another thing I was facing a lot of hate and jealousy from people, all kind of age group. If I talk about my school days, there were, females who used to do groupism and gossiping, and because of physical beauty. And then also I have been so creative, so talented during school days, and I had a lot of certificates, for participating in singing, dancing, in other sort of competitions, which was a proud moment for my school. And I used to get a lot of love from my school teachers. So this was another reason that, these children used to question and do gossiping, send negative vibes towards me, why all the teachers loves her and supports her in everything. And there were another reason that, the class teachers who used to have a lot of sort of guidebooks, free sample papers, they used to get for free, and they give it to me like 10 to 15 books, or you can study, you can score more. And they didn't want to share it with other kids, and it was weird for me why they are doing it. I have not done anything extra. And I also found several teachers giving me unnecessary lot of attention, because I come from a family who has abundance, who is luxurious. And my clothing style was different, even when it comes about my school uniform. So people used to recognize that she come from a family who is rich, and expensive things I had. So there were also one human nature I saw, people, the school children, who wanted to hang out with me because I have this sort of lifestyle, I come from this family, because they were in my society, so they knew what sort of family I come from a family who has a lot of power and money and status. So this is what like other humans are influenced by. And then again, being a physical beauty, everybody is focused on that. So these things which I was experiencing, it was really weird for me, because it doesn't matter for me, be it physical beauty, money, status, nothing. It was all zero for me. Another reason I used to see in my family, that the casteism, the religion, it matters a lot for my family. For me, it was nothing, it was zero. I was never attached to a religion or a culture or a caste. But yeah, they were particular about, like, they used to follow a lot of things about when it comes about religion, and you should not be in like, you should not have a friendship with certain type of people who are other caste, especially a lower caste. So these were the boundaries which they used to put on me, and I never followed that because it was nothing for me. So okay, another reason, as I was facing a lot of eve teasing, through boys, and this was the extreme. So my mother used to tell me, if anybody says anything to you when you're coming from school or from tuition, you should not reply back to them. Put your head down and come back to home straightforward. You should never reply to anyone. I said, I will listen to you once only, because you are elder, you are a mother, you are trying to tell me this. Okay, I will follow this once, and if it doesn't work for me, I will not follow it, and I will apply my own, ways of dealing with these people. So I used to slap these boys, okay, and nobody will dare to, fight back. So I hold a lot of physical strength. People have been, especially family, has been aware about it. That was another reason that I used to slap these boys. So I was like, why a guy will stare at me? No, nobody will stare at me. It was a problem for me, okay. And so my mother used to give me a frequent reminder that you will not reply back to anyone, you will put your head down, and you will come back to home. I said I will not do it. And this was something like, happening on a regular basis, that even people used to follow me at my home when I'm coming from school. So a lot of people used to follow, of all age group, not just, young boys. So that was such a big problem for me. And many times my teachers, recognize jealousy, hate, gossiping, groupism by other females, because of my creativity, because of my physical beauty. So once my teacher said that, sometimes physical beauty becomes a curse for a person. I realized she was telling me that these hate what I'm going through because of being a physical beauty. I didn't mind it, but she said, and I heard it. And I heard this statement frequent from several other people, that, physical beauty becomes a curse many times. Yeah, I faced a lot of, challenges and hate and jealousy and eve teasing on extreme, because of being a physical beauty. So that was another reason that, parents were forcing me for marriage, and I denied. I will not get married. So I don't know what was the conversation going on. Mother said once, they were seeing some guy, and I said I will not get married. So she took it on her ego. I don't have a right to deny her. She's a mother and I cannot deny her. So she started forcing and started doing shit to me because I disagree for marriage. Then, so there were, like, because of marriage, for not getting married, I faced a lot of challenges. And I have already mentioned in my previous video that I have fought a war for not getting married. Yeah. And then apart from these, as I have always been a stubborn child, I never obeyed karmic parents. Like, they used to see other children follow them, say, doing whatever they have been asked. I said I will not do it because it is not right. And wherever they used to use, controlling tactics, so I didn't let that happen. So there are other reasons for being stubborn since my childhood that I will share in upcoming videos. So why I'm sharing these details, because when you hear my twin flame story, you will have a lot of clarity on your own journey, what sort of changes you have to do, what sort of things you need to follow now. So I would again say I've never been like polite child, and whenever somebody used to get rude with me or disrespectful, I used to be rude with that person, and age or gender was not an issue for me. I will never bow down. I will not respect you because of your age, gender or title. This I have been since my childhood. So there were a lot of other restrictions what a family wanted to put on me, like you will not study further, you will never think about doing job, you will not go outside, you will never go on traveling alone. So several other kinds of restrictions, and I'll share in an upcoming video. So this was about today's video. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take good care of yourself and stay connected to divine. Thank you so much. Bye bye.